Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin crashed today. Over $500 million of cryptocurrency liquidated. What this means for you definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Huge Bitcoin crash over the past day. The whole market down, but where Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies could be heading next. We're going to be taking a look at that, some very interesting charts. Before we do, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove, where every day we share some of the best Bitcoin and crypto charts. Now, today in Extreme Fear 20. Ugh, I was missing it. It's been a whole month since we were in Extreme Fear. Thank goodness we are back, because this makes for good buy opportunities for real investors. The Chicken Littles just run with the sky falling. Now, today, overall market down about 5% for the day. If we take a look, though, over the past month, we are still up on many different cryptocurrencies. The past year, down. But for today, down about 5% overall. Bitcoin at $40,178. Ethereum at $30.24. BNB at $407. XRP at 70 cents, Solana at $103, Cardano at 95 cents, Terra Luna at $85, and Avalanche at $77. And if you want to know the top coins today to pick to outpace holding just Bitcoin alone using artificial intelligence and machine learning, the top coins today would be Avanok, Magic Internet Money, Mirrored Apple, Tether Gold, and Mirrored US Oil. Go figure that as the markets tank, not many cryptocurrencies made the list. We have gold, we have oil, we have Apple, and Magic Internet Money, a stablecoin. So, that being said, if you want to check this out for yourself, you could add some low caps, check it out on different exchanges. There's a discount link down in the description. Now, Bitcoin today, despite breaking through what we thought potentially was previous support around $40,000 to $42,000, we have dropped down below there. We're still continuing in this long-term uptrend. And in that uptrend, there's this dotted line that we may have found support on right around the $39,000, $40,000 area. If we break through there, we could be headed down to around $36,000, $37,000. And if we break through there, could be headed all the way down to about $34,000, $35,000. But we have to zoom out a little bit and take a look at things in reality. Now, I have been saying since pretty much, somewhere around this area back in 2021, that anything between $28,000 or $30,000 and $53,000, I'm not too worried about, because Bitcoin's just been trading sideways. And look at this, still continuing to just trade sideways. However, look at this bullish trend though. We have higher lows increasing both on the long-term and on the short-term trend lines. So while the markets may be going down momentarily, we could potentially be recovering. Now, in 24 hours though, had $160 million of Bitcoin liquidated, and if we see here, almost $500 million of cryptocurrencies liquidated in 24 hours. Yikes, that's what causes these flash crashes, these massive liquidations. And a lot of this is due to speculation about what's going on with recession, with interest rates. However, Bank of America saying that yes, while we may have a dire recession, this could actually see cryptocurrency prices rising to new highs. So the Fed moves to tighten its monetary policy, terming them inflation shock and rates shock. This guy, Michael Harnett here from the Bank of America, he's talking about it. And last week, the Fed signaled it will likely start slashing assets from its $9 trillion balance sheet at twice the rate it previously did on quantitative tightening exercises. Furthermore, Michael still expects a recession to unfold, predicting a rise in the employment rate by 1.5%. This will be in addition to an already inverted 10-year yield, which has historically preceded every U.S. recession. However, Michael argued that in the context of this economic turmoil, cash commodities and the cryptocurrencies would likely come out strongly, outperforming bonds and stocks due to their considered inflation-proof nature. So if you have some limited supply cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, like dare say Ethereum, especially after EIP 1559, well, you might tend to do pretty well. Now, what happened on the shorter term is right here. Willy Woo talks about Bitcoin price rejected off the cost basis of short-term holders less than 5 months. In plain English, it means weak hands who were underwater sold to get their money back. This is not how investing in new technology works. You have to take the long view. And this makes a lot of sense because a lot of people have to pay taxes in the next week or two. This is something we've talked about for a while, how January is Chinese New Year, February, March, just generally terrible months for Bitcoin. April, people need to sell their crypto for taxes. Well, after April, towards the end of April, maybe May, some good months. And if we take a look in general, now this was short-term holders selling, but if we take a long-term holders, we can see here this yellow line suggesting that long-term holders are comfortably in profit. So that is most long-term holders comfortably in profit. They probably bought, I would say $20,000 or below. And that's most of Bitcoin's lifetime was $20,000 or below. Well, they're resting comfortably in profit. But another thing, we're not too surprised about a little bit of market capitulation. This chart here from the Real Plan C, we've been going over this for quite a while, for almost 40 days already at this point. He talks about the accumulation phase floor confirmation cross. How every time, 3 for 3 times, this blue and green line crossed. The blue line is the short-term holder floor. The green line is the dormancy flow floor. Every time they cross within 30 days, Bitcoin price crashed down to the green dormancy flow floor. Now, it hasn't happened yet. This cross was 38 days ago. Hasn't happened yet, but that floor right now is at $27,000. Could we potentially see Bitcoin crash all the way down there? Yeah, it's certainly possible. However, it is exceedingly unlikely, if Bitcoin repeats itself, or at least rhymes with previous history, because April and May are generally pretty good months for Bitcoin. Not the best month. Best month October, or as we like to call it, Rocktober in the biz. But April, we can't call it Rapril because that just has a really bad connotation. But April is generally a very, very good month for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. As a matter of fact, if we take a look since 2015, this April column right here, only 2 times was actually in the negative, and both times barely in the negative. -1%, -5%. So, why is Bitcoin crashing? Well, right now, it's pretty much going hand in hand with NASDAQ. You think you're trading Bitcoin, but actually you're just trading QQQ NASDAQ. NASDAQ over the past week has gone down 8%, which is enormous in traditional markets. So Bitcoin doing pretty much the same thing. And if we take a look here, we could see that right now Bitcoin is copying what the Dow Jones did in 1991. We can see the Dow Jones right here. We can see this Bitcoin chart pretty much doing the same exact thing. Now, it should be noted that after this consolidation bottom was found, and I think Bitcoin is potentially holding roughly this $40,000 area pretty well, after that was found, price did jump back up. Which brings us to this. The amount of Bitcoin that has not moved in 12 months or more has now equaled an all-time high. We've talked about this a few times before. But when it reaches these all-time high territories, those signal bottoms. All-time high territories, signal bottoms. All-time high territories, signal bottoms. So where we are right now is much more likely to signal a bottom than signal a top. So any fear, panic selling that may be going on, don't worry about too much. Because so far, what's going on right now, the 3-week Bitcoin candle resembles the one that followed the last bullish vortex cross. We can see the last time we had a bullish vortex cross happening right here in 2020. Guess what? Price went down 17% before it went up like 650%. So it's possible the price could go down 17% before it rallies once again, which brings us to this chart right here. Because you remember, you have to think like an investor. This isn't like a 1 or 2 month thing. This isn't a get rich quick thing. This is a 10 years, and it will change your whole entire family's future. That's the type of thing that we're doing with Bitcoin and some cryptocurrencies. Well, the periods between dormancy flow exiting the green zone and the 3-week bullish vortex cross have offered some of the best buy opportunities for Bitcoin in the last 10 years. This is for all the people out there who are like, well, if I knew that Bitcoin price was going to go up, of course I would have bought it. This is the chart for you, because right now is one of those times where it is almost guaranteeing. Now, you can't guarantee stuff because clearly it's not financial advice and yada, yada, yada. Past performance doesn't indicate future results. But this is pretty much the most legitimately accurate time to be buying Bitcoin at a discount. Every time Bitcoin has done what it's doing right now previously, guess what? This was an amazing buy opportunity. So if you want to come back to me in 2 years and be like, well, if you told me Bitcoin was going to go up, of course I would have bought Bitcoin. I'm just going to pull out this chart right here with the timestamp April 9th, 2022, and I'll be like, I told you. Okay? So that's all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, check out Token Metrics for yourself. I will catch you all later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.